If only it were true. What's up guys, Andrew here on my channel Geared Inc., where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you. To my channel, that's PC tech, games, and gear. And today we're going over some yet more Ryzen rumors for the new AMD Zen 2, specifically the CPU rumor that came out the other day. So this originally was posted in the Linus Tech Tip forums, which I will link down below, and you can read the whole thing yourself. But apparently there's someone in the Chinese market who is claiming to have some AMD CPUs and some specific benchmarks for performance that he's selling. Now, obviously, take this with a heavy grain of salt because the numbers on this are pretty bonkers, and so I'm gonna read this off. So this is the original Chinese text, and I don't know about you, but I don't read Chinese, so I had to use the Google Translation app and take a picture with my phone to understand what any of this means. So let me read it back to you. So in this post, the gentleman goes on to say that basically he's obtained a R3 3300X for Zen 2. This is a 6-core 12-thread processor, he claims, with a 15 megabyte cache and has a base speed of 5.0 with only a 65 watt consumption and a boost clock of 5.8. That is an incredibly fast boost speed beyond what most CPUs are easily capable of doing, or any CPU that comes to mind. And so I don't think that necessarily it's just true. Now maybe 4.8 or 4.0 maybe kind of, you know. Now maybe like it's a 4-point base and a 4.8 boost, I could believe that. Maybe this is a typo. Let's read on. So the next thing he goes on to say is that because of test restrictions and there's essentially no software that he's able to do a performance test with, that he's not able to give us the exact numbers of information, but he does say he's comparing this to an 8700K and a 9900K. He also says that he gets his hand on a 16-core 32-thread 3858X, which to my knowledge it's a 3850X is going to be the next SKU, but he basically says that because he can't release a screenshot, it will be deleted immediately after he sends it, and now that AMT's post of 7 nanometers, it would be deleted. So what this guy is basically claiming is that he's gotten his hands on either a few sample CPUs or very early release for Zen 2, and that he's able to get some performance numbers saying that basically that Ryzen 3 would be cost around $200 with the 16-core 32 thread costing up to about $1,300. So whether or not that's true or not, I'm very like reserved on this, basically this leak, let's call it a rumor. It would be more generous to say. And the reason for that is that while I fully expect Zen 2 to perform massively in terms of performance to dollar and power consumption and everything like that, it's never good to board the hype train before we have something very concrete, which certainly isn't this. Everything that we know about Zen 2 shows that while there will be both power consumption and IPC improvements, the idea that Zen 2 could potentially hit up to 5.8 or 6.0 gigahertz, yeah, I just don't see that happening. If it does, I will be way pleasantly surprised, but I would settle for just something that's either comparative to Intel performance or slightly edging it out at a lower dollar price, and then we can begin the leapfrog that we haven't seen between Intel and AMD for a very long time. So anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, you can leave me a thumbs up. If not, go ahead and leave me a thumbs down. Remember to get subscribed and hit that bell icon so you know when these videos drop. There's some interesting things coming out with Intel and AMD APUs. I would be talking about that. I've got a bunch of videos slated coming out this week, and so you guys make sure that you come back for those. But as always, thanks to my Patreon, my Twitch subscribers, and everyone who uses my Amazon affiliate link. I redid recently my Patreon rewards, so there's actually some cool stuff that I'm doing now for my Patreons. If you become a Patreon, I put your name at the end of my videos. As always, say thanks. And as always, guys, I'm going to make these videos whether you watch them or not, but I hope you do, and I hope to see every single one of you next time here on Geared Inc.